Good morning. Good morning. Today we're going to be taking a look at XRP, some liquidity, and the Sigma coin. So, all right. So we've got an interesting market setup here, and crypto's giving us some interesting signals. So here we are on the 4-hour, and on the 4-hour indicator, we have inverted head and shoulders. Basically, we have a breakdown, a back test, and a potential breakout that can play out of here for the XRP coin. Our 4-hour did flip red, did it pretty late, which was interesting. We kind of had the cross starting over here, but then bam, it just got smacked down. But zooming in on this price action, we can potentially argue that we have a flat in here, right? So flats are rare. I try to discount them because they can turn into ABCs really pretty easily, but let's just go over it. So we have a wave 1 forming here, and then this would be the completion of wave 1. Then we have our flat, which would be an ABC down, and then we go for another ABC up here. And what was telling me that we probably had something happening was this price action right here, very ABC-ish, right? You can see where it goes up, down, up. So this was kind of the tell that this was coming. So in our Discord, I alerted everybody price action looks corrective, expecting a move back up to this region and then a breakdown. And here we are. And so now we end up having a 5-wave move to the downside for the remainder of the flat. Okay, so there's your 5 waves. What's interesting about this one is it could be that we're actually there, specifically because when we do this fib here for our structure, and this actually could just be a larger ABC too. That's another way to look at it. But you can see the 618 is right here, and the 618 was perfectly tagged right on this line. So with the 618 backtest support found, we didn't close this inefficiency here. I'm kind of wondering if this is actually the reversal that we need, because the 3-day has been maintaining its red dot now for 24 hours. Now, again, this can be completely washed away with an extreme aggressive price action to the upside. And if we see, XRP move back up into the $1.95 region, we could expect this to flip back to green, and we don't have to worry about it because we still have 2 days for this to play. But this is potentially the structure that we're playing with. This might even be an ABC here in the middle. You can even, it's definitely an ABC. So this is kind of the flat or a level of sweeping the lows that makes me think we might be in for this breakout to the upside, because when we jump over to the liquidity, guess where all the liquidity is? Right up here at $1.95. So we came down, swept into these guys, the late longs, swept them first. Now we're getting ready to go the other direction. And I think the way it feels emotionally is probably resulting in the likelihood that this is in fact a flat, and we are going higher. So we'll see. Today could be a very aggressive bullish day today. And then we jump over to the Sigma coin. Sigma's been so far maintaining this higher low, but man, oh man, talk about an aggressive sell-off, right? Rising wedge structure, potential ABC breakdown here, and you now have and again, you have this chop area here, but then we had this kind of a capitulation event, a breakout, and then more kind of levels in another capitulation event. But so far, people have been stepping in, and you can see that by price action being absorbed off of each of these capitulations. Big one there, and then now a big one right here. So ultimately, I suspect that at some point we'll find a support level, but it is a higher low at this point, but definitely, wow, major capitulations playing in on this one. And RSIs are fully reset on the daily, and so you can see that that's poised and ready, and even our 3-day is curving over. So it'll probably take a little bit of time to work our way out of here, but we're definitely getting closer. So volume is pretty much equal, and we're just looking now for a relief bounce to come into play. But it could be the very beginnings of a Wyckoff structure where we have our wave 1, wave 2, and then maybe this is another ABC back up again, with then another correction into a spring. So we'll have to just watch and monitor. So we'll go more into detail as we get more structure here. So anyway, Sigma is looking like it's holding the lows thus far. So we'll just continue to watch and go with what we have here. XRP may be a benefit and a supporter here pretty soon, with a push back up to $1.94 after sweeping the late liquidity. And then finally, we jump over to XRP on the macro. 1 hour could very well be a flat. 4-hour indicator says step away, but it was a little late this particular time, so it had you get out right around here. It did have you get in over here, mind you. So into this wick, it got you in there. So you're kind of just back to where you were for when it told you to exit. So no major loss here at this point if you're using the 4-hour indicator that our Discord provides. And finally, we have the 3-day, 2 more days to go, today and tomorrow. Let's see if we can get this massive break back up to the upside. And if we do, this will stay green and away we go. So, all right, guys, we'll check in tomorrow, and thanks so much for watching.